Hello. Happy Saturday, guys. It is Saturday. Look, I want to say this. I want to make sure that I get this out. Make sure that you're being clear and intentional on what it is that you want in life, what you expect, and how you expect people to treat you. Because if you don't stand for something, you gonna what? Fall for anything. So be clear and intentional and don't allow anyone to ever think that they can run over you or they got one over you, regardless of what your situation is, because you are valuable, okay? You are worthy and you deserve the best. All right, so I just want to make sure I say that. But also, I want to talk about Carly Russell, young lady that's missing. She's in her 20s from Hoover, Alabama. I have seen her story on social media, but it's not everywhere. They're not talking about it a lot. And I feel like this is something that needs to be talked about. We're living in a world today where we can't even be a good Samaritan if we see something that seems, that it calls for our duty, right? So this young lady in July, she seen a child on the interstate of the road, and she called her family and told them like, "Hey, there's a kid out here. I want to stop and help." So, being the person that she is, her family said that she's a caring person. Anyone that knows her knows how she is. She stopped. She said she couldn't just let the child be alone, as a lot of us probably would do if we seen it, right? But we live in a world today where you got to be like, I don't know if that's right. I ain't gonna stop, and so and that's very unfortunate. But she stopped. And she was on the phone with her family. And they heard in the background a scream. And then that was it. So now she's missing. And the family is in search of her. I'm using my platforms to talk about it because I feel like if it was my sister or anybody in my family, my children, I would want people to be talking about it. I would want it to be on every news station there is so they can get my loved one back. So I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about it. Maybe it can help. I don't know. Don't know, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go for it. But they're in search of her. There is a reward for anybody that finds her. I think they're saying it's $25,000. I did post a video of her brother giving the information. I just posted that video, so make sure you go check it out. If you have any information that can help this family, please contact the phone number that has been provided on that video so that we can get Carly Russell back to her family. Look at it as if it was your child or your sister or someone that is in your family or maybe a friend. You want to share. So share, y'all. Please share the video. Share. And let's help try to get Carly back. We live in a society where we can't even help because people have so many different motives on how they're going to kidnap somebody or bring harm to them. And we always got to be self-aware of the things that's going on. Another situation that happened, I believe it was Monday in Fort Worth, Texas. A married couple, were on their way to work, and they got in road rage with another driver. And the husband said the guy had like kind of sped up and slowed down, so he put his middle finger up. And when he did that, the driver slowed down, got in the back of their car, and he shot the wife in the head with a bullet. I said with a bullet, with a gun. The bullet hit her in the head. And he lost his wife, and he said, "My wife always told me to ignore people when we have road rage." And unfortunately, he lost her. The guy was apprehended and taken to jail. But just think about his situation, too. You lost your freedom all because you was mad about something on the road. And I know all of us can tend to have road rage because, I'll be wanting to have it sometimes, too. But I think, first of all, I'm a professional driver. I'm a truck driver, so I know consequences that can come with that. And then I would have more of an advantage because I am in a commercial vehicle, but I'm a professional. So even when I'm driving in the 18-wheeler or if I'm driving in the 4-wheeler, I always make sure that I avoid conflict because I know people are crazy. They are crazy. And I teach my kids that too. Like, hey, when you're driving, don't argue with nobody because you don't know what nobody's motive is, what they got going on mentally. Everybody have different, personalities. Some people are walking around with disorders that we do not know, and it can lead to something tragic. So I just always stressed it to them. And, trouble's always easy to get in, but hard to get out of. Think about that. There's always going to be a consequence with a bad response or a negative response. But yeah, I wanted to share that. Make sure y'all share Carlee Russell's videos. If y'all see them, we're trying to get her back to her family because she is missing. And then make sure you don't have no road rage because we want to see y'all go home to your families. Okay, I know I want to go home to mine. You know, I'm sure your family want to see you come home too. So try to avoid. I was talking to one of my coworkers that's a truck driver about the Fort Worth, Texas incident, and he's like, yeah, people are out of control. He said he was somewhere, and a guy had got into it with a female road rage, and they had stopped, pulled over, and the dude pulled the gun out on the girl. And he was like, he pulled a gun out on a whole female. People don't care if you're a female. People don't care if you're a child, a baby. They don't care. A dog. They don't care. So just make sure you stay out of those conflicts. Pray for Carlee Russell's family. Share the video. I did post it. Her brother did go live publicly. He said he felt like, you know, it's not all over in media. It's not. They not talking about it a whole lot because some people probably just looking at another missed person. Oh, this is somebody's sister. This is somebody's daughter. Okay, somebody's cousin. Somebody's family, and it can easily be yours. And so I know you would want the same thing to happen if your family went missing. You want everybody to be sharing so you can have the hopes of getting your loved one back. So praying that she gets back returned and that they get the help they need with her. And like I said, I feel like I needed to use my platforms to talk about it. And so here it is. So I will talk to y'all later. I am out of here. Happy Sunday. I mean Saturday, not Sunday. I ain't trying to rush you. Because Sunday, then Monday, I got to go to work. But happy Saturday. Y'all stay safe. Stay prayed up. Always be watchful. And I'm sorry, you can't stop to help everybody because you end up getting yourself in a situation that you can't get out of.